Welcome back, lore viewers, to another great episode of Star Wars Sunstriders. This is Phase 3 of our long-running campaign. Effectively, this is a Campaign 3 for those of you not in the know. So if you're here and you've never seen anything else, check out one of these banners somewhere, or, you know, hang around. I am, of course, joined by my emerging storytellers and friends here as we continue on the discovery path of the Convocation of the Force. 4 individuals here learning not only about themselves, but about their orders and really how the Force interacts in a galaxy that is 40 years past the sequels. So in untreaded ground in current Disney canon.
We're watching you, Dave Filoni.
Dave Filoni. Dude, Star Wars Visions 3 came out. Love it. It's awesome. I gotta finish watching it. But, Dave, I know you're here. Give me a call, man.
You can't hold out forever. I've seen a lot of familiar ideas in Visions 3.
Give me a call, man. I'd love to talk about it, dude. Give me a call, man. But on a serious note, let's recap a little bit from last week. Dude, who thinks they can give me a little recap or a little bonus Destiny point today? What do we think?
I think I could scrape something together.
Go ahead, man.
So, can't skip the session question on this recap. Everyone had some crazy, wild dreams, visions that we talked about. But we woke up in the morning and nobody was as rested as they should be. Shiv got some information apart from the group on the Forge and what that was all about. We found out that Devotee Lorne was found dead by Null with his windpipe crushed. Didn't look like there was much of a struggle. And Null was subsequently having issues controlling his big crusher arm, his windpipe crusher arm. So with the help of Samson, he was
allegedly
able to suppress it and keep it under control for a while. So of course, against the better judgment of the majority of the group, Null wanted to go and tell Chairman Kaziki about the situation. Kaziki being a close friend to Lorne. He decided to kind of try and keep it under wraps. We managed to convince him to not put Null under house arrest because he was going to be vital to the investigation. We got confirmation that one of the rows, the one that was watching Darzan, the other row, is in fact a USDC officer sent by Captain Burkegg. Yeah, and I think convincing Kaziki to allow Null to just remove his arm is where we left off. I don't know if I missed anything.
No, I believe that is pretty much it. Not only did we discover the one identity of the row, I believe that we got the name for the one that Jeth had talked to as well. So we have that there was a row on the passenger manifest coming in, but whenever Jeth received the name of the guy he had talked to, Darzan with a Z, yeah, Darzan Luke. And seeing as how there was no Darzan on the manifest, I think it would not be a stretch to assign that those are the same, one and the same. But yes, we had left off with the discussion of removing Noel's big grabber arm, which we'll hop right back into here shortly, as that was sort of the middle ground for Kazuki on not putting Noel on house arrest for the time being. We also had a bit of a timeline dropped onto us as well as the next pilgrim transport, which Kazuki mentioned that a good chunk of the current pilgrims will be departing, will be leaving in 2 days. And then the next full convocation meeting is in 3 days. So, Lorne's death will certainly be discovered at that point in time, if not earlier, by some other perhaps means. So, session question for today, to start us off. I'll go ahead and put a freebie up there for you guys.
Yippee.
Session question for today. This is an oddball one, but I'm curious, man. What is your character's scent? What do they smell like?
Shib can go.
Hey, go ahead.
So Shib, being a Gran, evolved from goat-like herd animals, probably can't quite shake the smell of like livestock. Not quite barn smell, but definitely like, the musky kind of grassy fur smell that animals get in the wild. Probably something along that.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll your destiny points, man.
This is an oddball question. I will, of course, take the 2 light side.
Beautiful.
I think for Null, being that he's pretty cobbled together, some of that like rust smell is just forever attached to him. Probably like some rust, that little bit of like burning ozone smell from like a faulty connection within his body, and probably more than half of his body he got from Raxus Prime. So there's just that like, I don't know, century-long smell of decay to it as well.
Absolutely. Of mechanical decay. Go ahead and roll your destiny points.
Jeff smells like Chanel number 9. No, I would say probably smells like a bonfire most of the time, given that he spends a lot of his time when not on mission in the training room, and they have those lit braziers that kind of fill most of the hall. Maybe wrapped leather around the wrists, or around the fists. It's like a knuckle guard. Probably smoky.
Yeah.
Let me roll. All right. I'll take the 2.
Of course.
I'd say Samson will have some herbal undertones here or there. I think like desert lavender, or maybe not so much sweet, but typically carrying different ritual components on them, but always with the undertone of, and not so much a wood smoke, but candle smoke. A lot of candles. Not so much a harsh, but just it's there. And I don't really, I mean, shit, everybody wears deodorant, right?
Yeah.
He's going for the Harry's white tree, man. Let's just keep it simple.
I imagine Samson's got some ood undertones going on.
Dude.
Yeah.
Good. And Samson, you can roll your destiny points as well. Eagle Eye viewers, you might notice that rolling multiple dice. Home rule: roll your force rating instead of just one destiny point. And you get to choose. That's always fun. So, all right. Noel, we'll just start right in on this bad boy, man. Are you going to go the surgical route, or are you going to go the clean chop route and then worry about the reconnection later?
I think because time is of the essence, I think we're gonna go chop.
Okay, and then are you going to do that in the Fulgrit, or are you going to go someplace else?
I think I'll like turn to the group. I was informed by Representative Zoe that they had a sort of workstation in the Nin Orthodoxy building. Aside from prying eyes, that'll probably be the best place. I suppose I could do the operation myself and you guys stand guard? Just in case anyone is curious and starts asking.
You would operate on yourself?
Yes, I mean I've done it before. It should
Did
be.
we?
Yeah.
Didn't we learn about a forge
Mhm.
and
We
a
did.
smith?
Mhm.
Do you think you would like some help? Maybe we could go see the forge. There's a smith there.
From what I gathered, it seemed like that was a bit of a trek to reach.
We could make the journey. I mean, we would just have to ask for permission to, I guess, bring the arm back.
Yes, I mean, as long as we're not worried of your concentration slipping and my arm going haywire, I mean, it is a risk, but we could take it.
That should be good.
And I will say this. Your journey out to the ship was a little bit over the week, over a week out and back. You certainly don't think that you could probably make it to this forge that you don't
Where's
know
that
where it
for?
actually is in under 72 hours.
Ooh. You finna cut your own arm off.
Dude, you just unhook it, bro. It's not that big.
He said he finna cut it off.
No, I mean, yeah, because time is of the essence, I think all I'd need is a, I don't know, heavy-duty circular saw?
I don't know if we're gonna find one of those.
Did anything that we use with go ahead.
I perhaps have a quick solution.
What's that, Shib?
Master Rizzo may be able to help with this. She does have a lightsaber.
Oh, of course.
If you really just want to cut it off, perhaps she could help.
That might be a clean way to do it.
I think is a great idea. Quick and effective.
But would
I feel like I shouldn't.
would the burning of that like affect your wiring? No?
I'm sure it will.
No more than a circular saw.
I guess you're right.
That's true. Yeah, I say let's do it. As long as she's amenable to using it.
I couldn't actually say if she will go for it.
Worth asking, I suppose.
You could always just have her turn it on, Null, and you could. Just chop.
Hey, just stick that thing out there for a second.
The important thing, though, is to make sure the crab claw remains intact. That way, once we discover what's going on, I can then reattach it. But a single cut.
Sorry. I know we've already agreed to cutting off your arm, but
Yeah.
a thought just crossed my mind. No, if this bad actor is able to control your crab claw arm, and do damage with that, would they not also be able to do damage with your other arm if you were to cut off this crab claw arm? Because you could strangle someone with your regular arm just as easy as anything else.
I mean,
So I do want to ask, where are you guys having this conversation?
We haven't
Right in
left.
front of
We haven't left
So
Cozy
we're
Key
still-
yet.
Okay. So, guys,
And I know we've already agreed to it, but
Yes,
I just
yes.
thought about this.
Noel, give me a computers check. Hard difficulty, 3 purples.
And out of character, Garrett, if this is your power fantasy to cut off your arm, I don't want to stop that.
I did just watch the Evil Dead trilogy. That's all.
Ooh,
Oh, hell
nice.
yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Ooh,
Happy
one
Halloween.
failure.
Okay, 5, but 1 failure, 5 advantages. So Noel, you do a quick diagnostics check. You run through your internals real quick. That weird lock is still there, and your arm is still receiving signals from your central brain, from your central droid brain. But it's like something is in the way. Something is intercepting those signals that don't really quite make sense. But with 5 advantages, you go through the checks of everything else. All your other systems are online. Everything's responding normally. So you think maybe this is, for lack of a better term, maybe like an infection.
I'll share that. You do make a good point, Jeth, but whenever I powered on that this morning, the arm was the only piece that wasn't at 100% operation. Now, your point does make me think of how I ambulated over to Lorne, if that's what happened. But I am fairly confident that it is localized in the arm. So should I remove it? Should be the temporary fix.
Well,
I do have
sounds good to me.
84% assurance for you.
Okay, well, hey, you know more than I do.
Well, so shall we go ask Master Zoe?
Yeah.
Goodbye, Kaziki. We'll
Best of luck. Best of luck.
hopefully have good news for you soon.
I'm sure you will. Please, if you run into any trouble, you have done the right thing in coming and telling me in the first place. So, continue that train of thought if you run into any other problems. And, let me know. Sooner rather than later.
Is it Master Kazuki? What is it? What's his title? What's his honorific?
Chairman.
Chairman and Chairman Sagri.
Well, I am, yes, chairman of the convocation, but I am a deacon of the Hermists.
Deacon Sagri. Did you need my photo real quick for the Acolyte of the Month?
Yes.
I mean, since I'm here.
Yes. If you would stand right underneath the crystal, it is the best angle in the fulgurate.
I would do that, and my hands would kind of be awkwardly to my side. I don't really know what to do with them. Kind of like open palm, and I wouldn't smile.
He takes it out.
Yeah. Actually, I can do it. Yeah, you're right.
He says, "All right, click. I'll take a couple. Click, click."
Thanks. Moved too early in the last 3.
All right.
Thanks.
Well, I see. I thought you would like that. I thought that was a good idea. Hopefully, it stays. You know, the walls are pretty
Hey,
empty
it's
in here.
up to you to keep it going.
That's right. Well, yeah, you're right. It is up to me because I'll win the re-election. I'm sure of it. Well, best of luck. He goes. The Guardians had already unsealed the chamber a little bit earlier, so you guys are easy enough able to walk back out through the commons. As you guys are walking out of the commons, there is quite perhaps an odd sight. Walking up towards the steps of the Fulgurate, in lockstep even, is a small group of Cyclorians. 3 of them. You can look. They're pretty interesting little guys. They're about 3 foot tall, and I can of course send you guys a little picture.
Oh
as
wow.
well.
They're fly people.
Yes, they're a little insectoid species. They don't have like the multifaceted eyes. They just kind of have like these big lens eyes. These antennas.
What were they? Were they in a movie?
They were, yeah.
They look very familiar.
Which one were they in? They were in 9. They were in Rise of Skywalker.
Hell yeah. The
Yes.
best one.
Real
Alex's
shit.
favorite movie.
Alex's favorite, yeah. And they're in lockstep. They have these yellow sort of robes on, in a bright golden, almost sun yellow. And as they walk up, they stop, bow to you guys. Once again, all in Lockheed as they move all together, seemingly. And as they speak out to you, their voices are all together. They say, "Hello."
Hello there.
We have not yet had the pleasure to meet you all. We are Mazo, Veztir, and Ultaz.
And they're saying all of this in unison?
Yes.
That's freaky deaky, dude.
We
And which? Oh,
are the representative for the votary.
Yes. I believe I've heard a little bit about your order.
Yes, we have been absent some time. We are just returning now from the Great Kiex.
Well, it is good to meet you. I am NUL-L of the Central Isopter. Kind of gesture.
yeah.
Sheepcath Jedi Order.
Simpson, Tyrell Derefal.
Jeth Tyro Matukai.
Yes. Well, have you heard of the Great Kiex?
No.
Snippets.
Well, perhaps we can enlighten you all. He has mentioned
have a-
that you
we don't have a
four
lot of
would
time.
be here.
Who?
You mentioned we would be.
He, the great Keix.
And who is the great Keix?
Well,
Guys,
He
we
is-
can't be serious. We can't be wasting our time with this. Like, we have other things to do. Like, I get we want
Oh.
to hear him out, but like, this is insane.
we do not
I'm
wish
talking mostly
to
to our group.
we do not wish to interrupt your busy schedule. We will be here. But because you asked, he is a founder. He has spanned the millennia and the eons, millions of years. He exists on the path of all moons, the road between.
Can you say anything that's not a riddle?
I do not think these are riddles. But he is Keix. He is an Exogorth.
Exogorth. Wait.
Are you speaking Greek?
Do we have to like roll to know what that is?
Give me a xenology check, actually. If anybody would like to, and it's an average check, 2 purples for a xenology check.
I got 3 greens.
I got a yellow. You can
I can't have more than that.
Hell yeah. So yellow and 2 greens?
Take a third green, Shib.
Hell yeah. Oh, you have 4 intelligence. Bah! Bah! 3 success, 1 advantage.
Well, easily enough, Shib. And if you can choose if you want to know or not, everybody else. This was a group check. But the Exogorth are giant space slugs.
Heard that.
Yes, I've heard of these Exogorths. Reading through the writings of the famed rebel general Han Solo, they encountered one in an asteroid field. Very interesting.
Yes. But once again, we do not wish to interrupt, but Keix has mentioned great about you four. That is why we have returned.
That makes no sense. How
Why
could,
not?
How could the great Keix know about us if we haven't met him?
He's billions of years old.
And I'm 6 years old.
That is a large differential. You are right.
What does he want from us?
Oh.
Look, we're going to start walking. You can follow us and talk to us for now.
Oh, we must report to Kazuki. We will meet up with you all later.
Where's your base? Where's your bunk room?
Ah! The Votary, we exist on the West Rise. We have a small house.
Okay.
But yes, best of luck on your busy work.
Yes, I'm sure we will have some questions to ask you after this pertinent business is attended to.
Of course. May your journey be long. And they bow and walk up the stairs of the Fulgurate.
Curious beings.
Yeah, to say the least.
Do you think they really know that much about us?
If they did, they wouldn't have had to ask her our names.
But maybe it's just the great Keix that knows of us.
Yeah.
But that's still strange.
Yeah, I don't know how much stock I'm putting into any of this. Maybe I'll talk to Flola whenever we get back and see what she knows.
Yes, I don't think it would kill you to be a little bit more accommodating.
And maybe
I know
you're
we're
right,
in a
Ship.
rush, but
Yeah, I've just had a long day.
Yes. Now let's go chop off my arm.
hey,
And we'll get a sweet wipe back to the Jedi chapter house, where Master Zoe is floating a couple of tomes around, and a tea kettle. You all want me to do what?
Master, it's very urgent, and I mean, Null is more than willing. In fact, it was his idea in the first place.
Between you and me, I think he's kind of excited about the idea.
Well,
You
I
can't.
certainly heard stranger requests, but Noel, are you sure?
Very, Master Zoe.
Oh, well,
It seems to be the most direct and efficient solution to this problem.
great. Does it need to be at the shoulder, or?
I'd prefer at the shoulder, yes.
Oh, all right. And in the flutter of a butterfly's wings, there's a snap, hiss, and a retraction of a lightsaber blade, and your arm falls to the floor.
Wow. I didn't realize how much that had been weighing me down on this side.
Yeah, you uncompensate.
That was fast. That's probably for the best, though. You didn't have time to flinch.
Right, yeah, I thought about counting down, but I figured that was anyways. Samson, are you gonna keep up your suppress on the arm?
Ooh, would it be? It wouldn't be just null. Could I keep it up on null and separate it from the arm, or
You could,
is it like
yeah.
still the same? Entity?
That's kind of what I'm getting at. Yeah.
I think so. I think I'd like to split it and see what this arm does.
Okay, so you feel like as it's happening, you feel the choice have to be made within you. So you refocus, and this new whole of null is different from the previous conceptualization of null. So you have to mend that in your mind. And as you do, and your suppress returns back to null, you don't feel any different. But as the crab claw arm hits the floor, it is convulsing and moving rapidly of its own accord.
Oh,
Sort of like a fish out of water, or like a snake.
well, that's interesting.
Do you think it will run out of power?
Well, I mean, it should run out of power near instantly as it's severed.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think it's supposed to do that.
Just try like kicking it. Is it like a fish thing where like it responds to the kick and like?
Oh, absolutely, yes, yeah. You nudge it, give it a little kick. It does, as you kick it, and it sort of rolls or flops around a little bit. You see that the actual claw part finally finds purchase, and it begins making locomotion movements, trying to remove itself from the room.
I'll pick up the crab claw with my other arm and like try to keep it away. Is there a secure place in this shrine? Maybe a lockbox or something?
I suppose it'll fit in a foot locker. I suppose it's well, I guess it'd be an arm locker, but yeah.
Shib will go to her footlocker and unceremoniously dump out her 5 belongings.
Do you think it will get out though? It kind of looks like it's
Well,
smart.
just from the torqueability of the arm, I'd say probably. I had not anticipated this.
What if you go into rest mode? Does it turn it off, or is it still?
So, let's test it, shall we? And I'll power myself down for a second.
You power off your arm, holding the arm, falls. You still have your grip on it. But you guys notice that the arm is still moving of its own accord.
So it's completely independent. That's not good.
Well, I suppose we could put it in the footlocker and then lock it, obviously, and then put my footlocker on top of it and maybe that rock.
With
I
enough
suppose.
But as far as where we're going to leave this thing, I mean, I guess- yes.
At the Matukai, we have like weighted vests and belts and things. We could probably tie up the block box with some of those.
That could
We
work.
wanted to swing by the chapter house.
Maybe somebody from the Matukai will watch it.
I don't know about that. Might see it as a waste of time.
Maybe they can fight it.
Maybe. They'd probably just throw it off the
Shit
cliff.
out of a metal arm.
Yeah, they'd probably just throw it off the cliff.
Well, young people, I suppose we could leave it here for now. Make sure it doesn't run off.
Oh,
It's
you know
not-
what? Maybe Zoe would like to study it.
Do you not think that would be dangerous? I take some, I don't know, some rock and place it into the, like in between the claw. Does it grab
Brushes
down on it? Huh.
Yeah, it might be dangerous, but I would love to learn more about it. I don't have the skill to do it, but I just think every moment that we spend not learning about how this happened, the more Null is at risk for maybe it seeping deeper into the other parts of his body.
I suppose that's true.
Locking away the only clue we have might not be the best. But Zoe's smart. She's been around for a long time. I'm sure she could keep herself safe with some help.
Zoe is very wise. She's helped me out with R6 a few times.
And she's a droid herself, you know.
Should we bring her here or bring the arm to her?
Yeah, do you have time to research this, or are you busy? I mean, it could be helpful to have
Oh, I said R6.
maybe a more
KT9. My bad.
It could be helpful to have a force sensitive as well, guiding Zoe along. This might be a mechanical and force problem.
That's a very astute observation, Jeff. I believe you're probably correct. Especially, I mean, now, no, this is, of course, no offense to you, but I've never heard of something like this before. And Samson, your mastery allowed it to, or allowed Noel to be in some semblance of control, correct? So it is responding to the Force one way or the other, as strange as, and, you know, weird as that may be. So, yeah, you know, as you can see, I'm very busy. But I can mark out some time with my schedule, I think, yeah.
I think that's our best bet.
Okay, well,
So,
let's put it in the footlocker anyways. And I can bring it to Zoe, and I know you said she mentioned she had the druid or the toolkit. I suppose that's probably a better place to start than in it.
but could you just pass along a dire sort of warning to anyone who may look at it? It is very likely to just attack any and all who is near it.
Oh, yes, well, I don't think I'll be shipping it around.
That's for the best.
All right, well, no time to waste. And she'll take the arm from you, throw it in the footlocker, slam the footlocker shut, and then pick it up. All right. She'll make sure the door is closed whenever you leave.
Yes, master.
She heads off to the Orthodoxy chapter house.
Thank you for that. I found that keeping her preoccupied with tasks really improves her mood.
Well, I guess it just so happens she can help us out here too.
What would
So,
you guys
now
like to
what?
do next? Lauren's body is still in the Isopter chapter house.
Well,
Because
He doesn't have a mask, right?
He does not. His mask is missing. Correct.
Sorry, Chris, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good. I was just going to say, Kazuki did mention that he wanted Lon to be in the full grade.
Yeah, we should probably be pretty discreet trying to move him.
Perhaps that is a task for the evening.
Yeah, you might be right.
yes, but
Maybe
as,
we can...
I mean, as far as leads go, I already glanced at Devotee Lorne's body, a cursory glance, but couldn't tell much. Do you all have any ideas?
What would the mask? Would it be a powerful artifact if someone were to take it?
I could
Or
see so. Yes, I mean, the mask is tied to the individual who wears it. But as far as actual force, energy in it, that I could not be sure.
I mean, it is the guy who went around saying that he really wanted to die. I can imagine somebody might think, what if he did?
Well, no.
Yes.
I know it was probably a shock this morning whenever you found him dead.
Oh yes.
Did you think to search your quarters for his mask? If you were the one to have killed him, maybe you would have also taken the mask?
That had not occurred to me. I checked sort of the common area, but not my broom closet. Worth a look, I suppose.
I'm here, sorry.
I think that's as good a spot to start. Because, I mean, if we find out... I feel like the how is the most important here. And once we have the how this was done, we can discover the who and why. So, yes, onto the Central Isopter house. The one candle is not lit, so do watch your step once we're in.
Yeah.
Very good, very good. So, we get another little jump to the Isopter house. And whenever you guys walk inside, it is, of course, dark. And these buildings, they're, opposite of the Western Rise buildings that are the very old, brick stone style. These have a little bit more of a relatively modern-esque look to them. They have, shaped walls and things like that. But the internal here is dark and, really pretty starkly empty, all things considered, as the one candle in the center of the room is lit. And Lorne's body that you guys have probably seen about in his living state is laying there inert, his neck still purple and black and bruised. And for the first time for you three, for Shiv, Jeff, Samson, you see the face of a middle-aged man that has smile lines, very pale from wearing the mask all the time. But, the face of somebody that had a cheerful disposition in their life. That is now just an empty husk.
Force-wise, do we feel... This is a place that very much celebrates death, and there is death here. Do we feel anything, I guess, unique about the space, given the situation?
Man, that's a great question, Jeff. Go ahead and roll your force die for me. Your force rating.
Yes. Difficulty or anything, or no?
No, just by themselves.
Ooh, one and one.
One light. All you need, I can give you pretty much the basic understanding for the one, but as always, if you want a complete picture, you have to spin both. I can give you a little bit more.
I've got plenty of dark side pips coming my way, so I think I'll stick with the light side for now.
So Jeff, as you sort of open yourself up to this, and this has been very, I don't want to say rudimentary, but it has been very sort of in path. It's been very logical for you, putting these pieces together. You haven't really taken a very mystical approach to these things. So as you open yourself up in this space, with the knowledge that you possess, that you've gained from Noel, and as well as your own self through Flola and your own sort of studies, putting these pieces together and being receptive to them, you cut through the fog of Etone itself, this overabundance of energy that just permeates everywhere. It makes it hard for anybody to get, specific readings from anything. So you cut through this, and in this space, it is maybe the opposite of what Jeff would expect. There's a tint of acceptance. There's a tone of the faintest joy that comes around. That maybe the last emotion that was felt here was not fear or, being afraid of what was next, but like you had said, perhaps it was somebody who was now at terms with what they think is absolute.
Cool.
Now, I do want somebody to give me a group check. I do want somebody to give me a lore check.
Would not be Jeff.
4
I
green.
got 1 and 2.
Yeah, dude, take a green.
Hell yeah. What is the difficulty?
It is going to be an average check, so 2 purples. You are going to have 2 automatic failures.
Okay. Where's the failure? There it is. I'm gonna upgrade.
Go ahead.
1 success, 1 threat.
Take a strain for me, Shib.
Very good.
But 1 success. As you guys begin investigating and looking around, Shib, you spend a little bit of time just looking on the visage of Lorne and how he died. And what has been apparent. There was not, like Noel had seen, there's not a whole bunch of thrashing about or anything like that. There was not much of a struggle. And as you think, this is not a pretty scene, but B, it is possible that someone did this with the Force. This is not a technique that is commonplace, but binding someone and localizing that binding into a choke is something that is written about in a lot of the older Jedi text as something that is dark side, of course, but commonplace in Sith teachings and things like that, of dark side teachings.
Okay. So I would know about the technique.
Yeah. I
Okay.
would say so. With the successful lore check, yeah.
Okay. No, it is possible that you did not do this. There is an old dark side technique where people are able to choke someone. So perhaps it wasn't you at all. But I suppose with the way your arm is acting, maybe you are being framed in more ways than we previously thought.
It is my working theory as of now. And we had heard, I believe, was it Jeth and I that heard of, or I forget, but there is also just manipulation of mechanics through the Force. That's kind of been my first thought. Although there isn't much about it.
Maybe this is 2 Force applications? Maybe someone skilled with multiple.
I suppose it is possible.
Certainly.
And as you guys are investigating still, go ahead and give me another perception check here. To look around the chapter house again.
I think I can.
1 and 1.
You got 1 yellow?
Mm-hmm.
And no, because we've been here already, we'll drop this. Difficulty will be dropped. It'll just be 1 purple and 1 setback.
Which, thinking back, Lorne had like his own quarters too, right? I don't believe.
Yes, yeah. His own little section. It wasn't an entire room, but he has his own little area in this main chamber.
This is a group check, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
3 successes. So as you guys are going through, you're opening up the broom closet, looking through some footlockers with 3 successes. Samson, how thorough are you being?
I think Samson kind of wants to find the mask, so he's if there's a lot of shit in the closet, it's coming out. I'd say he's being pretty thorough.
Gotcha. whenever you are digging through the closet, this is with one success here. As you're going through and you're removing just stuff, as you pull out one of these very typical classical Star Wars crates, like with the little 4 lines on them, you pull it out, and whenever you go and just sort of set it, not necessarily haphazardly or tossing about, but as you set it down, the edge of it bumps, and a false bottom falls off. And there is a data pad inside of it.
Ooh.
No?
Yes. What is that?
Is this your data pad?
Not to my knowledge. It was next to this random Omni box. Don't worry about it. And I'll put a little like a coat or something just over an Omni box in the bottom. But no, the data pad. I haven't seen that before.
I'll hand it to Null. But is it Lawrence or?
I see.
No, you'll have to power it on. But Samson, with your other successes, you go about the room. Closet is empty. You pull out the rest of the stuff. Give it a cursory check. The only spot that has not been checked is underneath Lauren's body.
No, are there any rules about disturbing the dead with the shop there? Like, I'm not going to get possessed.
Well, no. I mean, once they're dead, they are part of the void.
I think we should see if there's anything under Lauren.
Well, yes, by all means. I mean, just don't try not to damage the body until we can do his proper burial. But
I think I'll roll Lauren over.
And Lauren has his voluminous robes on. The Isoptera, it's very form concealing. They look kind of bulbous even with how much robage they have on.
Gotta dig in there.
And you, as you go and move him, you expect the mass of his body probably much sooner than you actually find purchase. He's a much thinner man than, it appears. But as you're getting your hands onto him to roll him over very carefully, you notice that he was not laying flat on the ground. You roll him over and just onto his shoulder, and then he kind of slumps over onto the side. His mask is face down in the dirt, like in where the small of his back was.
Is it bloody? Is it damaged?
It is
It's
not.
swollen?
It is not bloody or damaged. It is.
No,
It is dimly lit in here.
No, is this some sort of insult or anything of the sort?
well, removing it from him, yes. At least as far as I can tell, the big deal is that it remains with the devotee as they go to meet the void. I'm not sure of why someone would do this.
And Noel, as you speak that out, it would be an insult for someone else to remove it. But the thought flashes through your droid brain. Maybe he did it on purpose.
Yes, I mean, there's a possibility he did it, but that is entirely irrational. That would make even less sense than someone removing it for him. I mean,
On the body, you said he had smile lines from
Yeah,
the
like,
life
yeah,
of
wrinkles.
joy.
Yeah.
But on the body, was his face in like a smiling position when he died? Could we tell?
No, it doesn't look
Okay.
like there's been any rigor mortis or anything like that, or a rictus grin or anything.
Okay. No, do you think there's a possibility that he killed himself? Does your religion prohibit such things?
oh, no, not at all. It's just strange because he had responsibilities here to the convocation, the lens itself, presumably, and with no will, no last testament. I mean, certainly possible, but I would say unlikely.
Did Lauren know you your whole life? Or was it just when you got here?
Yeah, I met him for the first time when I arrived. When I did, he assumed Dr. Vesh was going to be coming in place of me. He was a little surprised by that. But yes.
And Lauren was found in like the common area of the chapter house,
Yeah,
not in his room.
In the very spot he's in right now. Yes.
Okay.
If I remember right, he was still like sitting upright.
He was.
Yeah, that's what I had thought.
Correct.
Okay.
And,
Did we
and
look
what
for maybe
did
signs of
happen?
breaking and entering? That there were none?
I believe the door was open.
Door was open.
Okay.
So someone did come in.
Presumably.
No tracks or anything like that that showed that there was a fight.
What had happened to Dr. Vish?
That I'm not entirely sure of. I'm
As
quite sure that-
Samson says that to Noel, your emergency power that you're funneling into this data pad that was not responding finally kicks in, and the data pad whirs to life.
Huh. That's curious. Samson, did you just do something with the Force?
No, I can't really do anything else while I suppress.
See. This datapad just seemingly powered on with zero input. At the mention of Dr. Vesh, no less. I'll try to like go through it and see.
And as you, with your one good arm, it legitimately opens up to a memo file. And signed off on it. This is Lorne's, one of Lorne's maybe data pads. Has his name up there. The date on this last entry. There's really a handful, maybe 10 to a dozen entries in this thing. The last entry is dated from the day of your arrival, Noel. Would you like to read it?
Yes, I'll read it out loud. That way
Gotcha.
we can hand wave that.
Yeah. So, as you open it up, it has Lauren's name and the date on it. The opening line is, "How strange. Makoto has sent his child in his stead. I worry more now than ever that he is seeking something beyond understanding. Something that will destroy him in the process. He had struggled immensely with the concept of absolute end. Perhaps the time he had spent here was the fulcrum for that. I'm not even sure why I'm recording this now. And even this is a perversion, for this exists past myself and my own end. Somehow I will extend past my own transference into the immutable void. I will have to keep a close watch on Noel. Something is off about him.
Not sure what he means by that.
No. Well, so actually, would Jeff know that is Vesh a letter? Dr. Vesh?
Vesh is not. No, it's a real name.
It's a name, okay. Who's Vakoto? No?
That is my creator's first name.
Oh. Double V's, huh?
Yes, Skokoan fellow. Last I saw of him, not including the Phantom at the Sith ship, would be back on Raxus Prime, where I was created.
No, have you ever experienced something like this with your arm before?
To my memory, not once. That being said, I said earlier I was 6 years old. That is how far back my current memory banks go. It is not implausible to think that I was active for years before, but I just have no recollection.
And how did you say that Dr. Vesh died?
Finished my most recent memory wipe. I came to on a surgical table, and aside, a second table with Dr. Vesh's body. Post-operation, from the looks.
Who was performing the surgery?
I am not sure. Possibly me, but blocked out.
Null, can you feel the force?
Feel is a strange word. I do believe I've sensed something akin to it before, like on the ship. It is irregular, though. Little glitches in my programming, in my heads-up display internals. Like I was able to translate that indecipherable plaque when we were leaving the ship. That as well, I think, might be influenced.
Have you ever truly sat down and tried to focus in on these feelings?
Done diagnostics on myself several times. Is that what you mean?
But like, do you ever? Can you think of nothing, or is it always something? Can you rotate an apple in your head?
Dude, I'm doing it right now. I've got 5 of them.
I'm zooming in and out.
I'm changing the light source on mine as we speak.
You Unreal Engine 3 or 4?
I'm rocking one, baby.
Can you meditate? No.
I don't believe I've ever tried. I mean, I've thought about nothing, but in the context of the immutable void. But I guess even that would be something, technically. Yes, I'm not sure.
Well, I want to try something. Here, hold this, and I'm gonna hand you, Lauren. Did I hand you Lauren's mask already? I'll take the data pad from you since you're one-handed now. Equip slot.
You can put it in the crook of my elbow. I can kind of carry.
Well, I always like to have something to focus on, so I think you can use this, and maybe you don't have to think about nothing, and you can think about Dr. Vesh and these glitches, and seeing him on the ship, and Lorne, and maybe, like I assume it is for the rest of us, something may reach out. Something may speak to you that isn't code or processes.
Yes, I mean, I suppose I can try.
Samson, are you going to drop your suppress?
Yes.
Okay. No, would you like to try?
Yeah, I think I'll actually go and sit in front. I'll be like, I feel like I've seen Shib meditate before, or Master Zo too. I'll go and kind of take a similar posture, sitting right across from Lorne.
Jedi on fucking top. We got another one, boys.
All right. No, I need a discipline check from you. And I apologize immensely because it is going to be 3 reds and 2 purples and 2 setback dice.
Jesus.
Are you doing this solo? Do you want to do this solo?
As far as I'm aware, you have to do it solo. Isn't that right?
I mean, there's mood lighting and candles, and sometimes you put good music on. It's different for everyone.
I see.
For all,
Jedi do have the...
for all intents
that's
and
just
purposes,
Taral Darafon.
Noel will have to do this by himself.
Okay.
Do I flip a point?
Yes.
Hell yeah. What?
Yeah. let's do it.
Flip them all.
Who knows? Stranger things have happened. I mean, zero
Wait.
success.
No.
Wait.
No.
Hmm.
You have Lauren's mask, right?
Yes.
And you have the data pad.
Would it
Roll
make
2
any
boost die,
sense?
man.
Oh my word.
Oh, 2 successes.
No. You have success. Immediately take 6 strength.
Hell yeah.
No, as
That's one
you
thing
sit
is-
down, your friends are asking you to do something that is impossible,
Inconceivable.
inconceivable, even more. You, as much as you are living and thinking, you still know that you have processes and lines upon lines upon lines, millions of lines of code that you are, of course, in control of, but you are so intimate with your own building blocks of your own reality and how you live in an everyday life. Your friends don't think about the cellular respiration that happens inside of them that lets them live. You don't necessarily think about it either, but you have access to all of that all the time. The concept of nothing is something you're accustomed to. You're at home with it. You believe in it. But it's not something you get to or achieve in your waking life. And the more you sit here and the more you think about it, you go in between the lines of code. You fall into the space that does not exist, but is there all the same. And instead of finding more code and more machinery and wires and power sources and electricity, you find something far more ancient. You find breathing stone. You find the collision of nebula and fission in deep space, creating the things that were forged and hammered and made to give you shape. And then you find yourself in a dilapidated repair bay, sitting on a table, and across from you, Dr. Vesh sits up on his table. And he looks at you. You're not supposed to be here yet, Noel.
And where is here?
The heart.
The heart of...
Your heart.
I apologize. I do not follow.
I know. I should have prepared you better. I apologize, my son.
It's quite all right. So you've discovered a way to reach back from the void? Is that what this is?
No, it isn't. And I wish I could explain more, no. But my research is still so incomplete.
That is what I was created for, is it not?
Yes. And I apologize for my selfish means of your creation. I don't yet have control, no.
Control over myself, presumably.
You did not kill Lorne.
You did.
No. I saw it happen. I know not who the figure was. Your power state was so low I dared not increase it in means of waking you up. But a figure was outside the door. Lorne was wise to remove his mask. I think he hoped you would investigate more on why he did it. It seems he was correct.
As human. I don't understand, Master Vesh. Well, people, the convocation is wondering who killed him. If the Isota is to remain here in the shrine, they need an answer.
Then find the answer, boy.
Roger.
Who would stand to gain from this? Why ostracize you, no? Our time is short, and I will leave you with this. I am sorry. You will not understand. And you both collapse lifelessly back onto the beds. And no, your eyes power back on and flutter back to in the chapter house. Shib, you were mid-explaining about how maybe you could assist Noel in what like a meditation is. So in Noel, in the span of, I don't know, 10 picoseconds, this has all happened.
Maker. Sorry, Shib, I didn't mean to cut you off. I believe I've done it.
What do you mean you've done it? I've not even finished explaining it to you.
I'm not sure how to properly explain, but I was brought back to my first memory and spoke to Dr. Vesh. In a way, I suppose. He told me that he was sorry and that I would not understand, but that we were, I guess, inside of my heart, is what he said. I believe that Dr. Vesh found some way to encapsulate his consciousness into a part of me. At least if I'm understanding correctly. But he went on to say that he saw the figure that killed Devotee Lorne, but that he would not risk waking me up to stop it. He said that someone out there is working against the Isopter, against me, and that it is my duty to find them.
So, this is a lot, but
Yes, I'll agree with you there.
you're saying that Lorne, who is inside of you some kind of way, was... Oh, sorry, Vish. Was able to see the person that entered. So perhaps there is a way we can recover the data from your sensors?
It seems possible. I mean, if he saw it, he must have seen it through my ocular lenses. Recovery of that may be questionable, but certainly something. Is that what happens every time you meditate? You wake up on a table and see your deceased creator tell you that they're sorry?
No, I don't believe so.
I usually just see an apple.
An apple. I'll have to focus on that next time. Hmm. Well, it certainly is a lot, as you put it. But we know that there is a figure. One of the last things he said was he asked me who would benefit from ostracizing me. Me or the Isopter itself. I'm not sure who, but I mean, surely there's something to gain from. Samson, you're part of the council. It's usually a vote, isn't it?
As was Lauren, yes, we do vote.
I mean,
Who would have Lauren voted for? I don't know him well, but was he friends with Kazihi?
they were, yes, but removing his vote is sure to tilt the scales in some direction. I think there may be something to that.
I think his vote will count as abstained because the process of finding a new chairman is it's not instantaneous. I'm assuming there's some kind of motion for it.
So, Samson, you showed up and were the representative because your former one was gone and thought deceased. Noel's current representative is deceased. It will not be even a wrinkle for the only Isopter left, Noel, to be a fill-in representative and be able to cast a vote.
Who's all running?
What's that?
Do we know who's running?
No, but I'm glad that you asked that. Because I don't think we've really talked about this much. So... I have all this written down. Now I get to tell you guys about it. How fun is that? Am I right, fellas?
Love that. Open the lore book.
Okay, so this is how this works. And Samson, this will be you telling them, because you would know that this is part of the onboarding. So, every 2 Galactic Standard years, your representatives are chosen or elected from every seated member. So, your actual own representative spots are up every 2 years. After they're confirmed, which is what Kazuki is talking about, all of the representatives will be locked inside the Fulgurate for 5 standard days, a whole week, to decide on who the new council chair will be for the next 2 years. Vote is just a simple majority, so 51% wins it. If the agreement is not reached within 5 days, the gold isodecahedron selects. And the gold isodecahedron can select anyone, representative or not. So he could pick like a pilgrim that just showed up.
Ooh. I like that option.
Except one of the pilgrims that just showed up is a spy.
Yeah, sovereignty.
Man, you guys are locked in. I love it. You guys are paying attention.
Question.
Well, good.
In the prelude,
Mhm.
free droid murdered.
Mm-hmm.
Isodecahedron. Were they ever intending to come down to this place?
Who's
Do we
that?
know?
Which
The
one?
free droid that was murdered.
Not that.
Or
ever came
they're
up.
a worker on the
Right,
ship.
they were a
Okay.
blue decker prism. They were actually a legitimate station
Okay.
crew. Yeah.
Okay, they weren't a pilgrim. Okay.
No.
Cool.
First time viewers, if you haven't checked out our prelude, which I love, thanks Noah, go watch episodes 1, 2, and 3. Arrival and Blue Decker Prism. That's the start of this campaign. It's a murder mystery. Check it out. You'll love it.
Yeah.
I didn't know how rhymey you made the prelude to the actual. I was like, wait a minute, a secret. Okay.
Hey, you want to set the theme appropriately.
Yeah, it's all coming together. Okay. Samson, was there any talk of how the person had gone missing, the previous prophet?
Do you mean from the Darafon?
Yeah. How did, they disappeared one day. That's all that there was to it? Nothing more said? Nothing more done?
Oh, he had come home for the bicentennial celebration.
Okay, so it was planned for him to return to you.
Oh, you mean me come here?
Well, no, I just mean the disappearance of the previous prophet.
Samson?
It's just
Not so
suspicious that
much.
two leaders would be missing so soon.
It was impromptu, much like Null's situation.
Okay, so there's a chance the person who killed Lorne may have also had something to do with the disappearance of your prophet.
Samson. Jeff has probably hit a trigger point for you at this very moment.
I'd say so. Oh,
New information that you have discovered recently, Samson, gives you a very plausible suspect.
Yeah. But Jeff doesn't know that.
Not at all.
there could be some credence to it.
Well, maybe we should
real
go.
quick, before we go any further. Jeff, Shib, Noel, what is your group vigilance score?
No. This
I
can't be.
I got one yellow, 2 greens.
I have 2 greens, but I've got a lot of heart.
No, are you 2 greens as well, Noel?
I got 2 yellows.
Oh, 2 yellows. Okay, so whoever
2
wants to
yellows, 1
do
green.
this group roll, actually, well, no, I'm gonna let Samson.
Can I just ask this question before this roll?
Yeah, man, go ahead.
And then we can roll it immediately after, even before he answers it.
Well,
I
hold
just
on,
have a feeling I might know what this has to do with.
Let me gather his dice pool real quick.
Oh, yes, please roll the dice. Yeah, gather the dice pool. Tell me when
Okay,
it's
so
ready.
Samson, this is gonna be a cool check for you.
Cool.
Yes, this will be a cool check for you. And let me double check something real quick. Oh, Samson, you might be lucky, buddy.
Let me know when I can ask.
Samson, you only have 2 stress tokens, so I can't cash them in yet. But, Samson, you'll
Give me
be...
for a third one.
You're... You're gonna roll against, it'll be 2 reds and a purple. Hell, I'll go ahead and flip one on behalf of your party. So make it 3 reds. And then before you roll it, Jeff, whatever you'd like to ask, please go ahead.
Samson, maybe we should speak to Azramote. He knows a lot about the Tyrrell Darabon. Maybe he would know more about the disappearance of your prophet.
He would.
You can roll.
Okay. Okay. Jeff, Shib, Noel.
Oh, wow.
Samson is sweating out of his skin. And with the despair, I would say that all 3 of you are watching as puzzle pieces click together in a very potentially significant way inside Samson's mind. And Bede on his shoulder is even like plucking his own feathers nervously out. Kind of picking up on the energy inherent inside of Samson. Samson, go ahead.
It makes more sense now, yes. It the same person that I can't remember the elder's name.
T-Core.
T-Core? T-Core?
Yeah, T-I-C-O-R-R.
The same person responsible for T-Core's death could certainly be responsible for Lawrence.
And who do you think that would be?
It would be Azimuth.
Where is Ezramot?
I cannot know for sure.
We had not seen much of him since arriving to the shrine.
Yeah, ever since we left for the ship with Starblue, he stopped following you.
He stays busy.
Clearly. Well, do you have any way of knowing who his next target might be?
Samson? Give.
It's like I'm reading in class.
Give.
Teacher's gonna tell me the next word.
Samson, this is kind of an interesting one.
I have an idea.
Yeah, I know. I'm sure,
have something.
but specifically, go ahead. Give me 2 greens and a boost. No difficulty.
I like the little sending. Nice.
Okay. You flash back to your last conversation. And your pleas for the amount of power here. And why would we run whenever we can gather it and use it? Lorne was in the way of you specifically having a lot more power. 2 votes is a lot on a council of roughly 13. Whenever Jeff asks about a next target, there are lots of Matukai on Etone. There's only one other Jedi here.
Oh no.
It would be another one of ours. He's going for the easiest to replace.
Small
No,
store.
you are close to me. Shib, you are close to me. And there was only one person in the way for you to be on the board.
Death would look at Shib.
Same.
We're all looking at you, buddy.
Oh dear. I must get to the archives immediately. And Shibble, take off running.
I follow.
Now, you do know that they weren't going to the archive. They were at the Orthodoxy chapter house.
Yeah.
Zoe. Oh, yeah.
Is this the search for Azermode or the search for...
No, this is we're the anti-bounty hunters.
Yeah, we're the anti-bounty hunters now. That's us, dude.
Yeah, just keep rhyming, man. My bad, man. I didn't know. Who could have guessed I'd introduce the concept of anti-bounty hunters and then turn you guys into some of them?
And we would need it 2 episodes later.
All right, so you guys take off to the Orthodoxy Chapter House, which actually, I think, I gotta keep going back and forth. While it isn't right next door, it's pretty close. It's still on the East Rise. So you only have to cut a couple corners and round down a couple alleyways and one little winding staircase before the Orthodoxy, which now they've actually done a little bit of remodeling. They have these long green banners that flow off a little railing in the wind. They have their sigil, their little symbol, running across everywhere. And they have a collection, like a multitude, dozens of these shaped, hand-shaped and fired clay offering bowls that are just sort of placed around, stacked up. And some have offerings in them. Some have credits or, little doodads or whatever of value to perhaps passersby that they have dropped into these little bowls. And the door seems to have been removed at some point in time. These actually, most of y'all's have the actual automatic door or sliding doors. It seems that this one has been removed, and it's just a long green curtain that rests over it. And you guys can hear the din of talk inside the little chapter house.
Bust through the curtain.
Bust through the curtain. Right there on a table that has been rapidly cleared, and you see that there's about 6 belts. Some of them like sort of belted together and strapped down to the table. Noel's lobster arm is straining against these cloth belts on the table. Zoe has a blowtorch in her one little hand and has it on and approaching part of the arm. And Thelny has these ill-fitting welding goggles slapped over the top of her face, just sort of looking dead at the arc welder. And then you rip the curtain open and it goes, whoa! Oh! Zoe startles. The arc welder sort of flashes up in the air a little bit before she cuts the stream off. And Zoe flips her shield up. Master Thelny. They're both Zoe versus Zoe. Master Thelny flips her shield up. Oh! Hey, ship. We're if we're about to just get started. We kind of got distracted. We got sidetracked talking about, penance and stuff like that. What's up?
Can we speak to you, Master, quickly?
Oh, you're all here. Well, come in. Zoe, you don't mind? No, that's fine. Come in.
So it's just Zoe and Master Thelny?
Yes, yeah. You walk in,
Okay.
there's Jeff, have you learned about the Orthodoxy any yet? I can't remember.
Nope.
So you walk in.
Other than what I met with Zoe, but that was more about her than the Orthodoxy.
I got you. Whenever you walk in, it's relatively simple. This one, it actually has been remodeled. There's like some pews that lead up to the front. They're not really fancy. They're very roughly cut. And there's like a little altar piece up at the top on like a little stage. It really kind of looks like a church. It doesn't seem like there's any beds or resting rooms in here anywhere. It's just sort of this long alley, and they've sort of propped up a table at the start right by the entrance. And then Zoe has what looks like a very typical like Spacer's maintenance kit strewn about the floor everywhere with all kinds of tools laying out under the table.
Very good. Well, I mean, I guess Zoe is trustworthy. Master,
anyone.
we have a suspicion that someone is going to try to kill you. I know.
Ship. Come on now. On Etone? It was gonna try and kill me over here. Also, Ship, I'm pretty, I have gotten older. I know. I'm doing the teaching part during sparring. So if this is you trying to tell me that my saber skills have gotten shabby, I'll go full force next time we spar. If that's
that is not what I'm saying at all.
oh, okay. Well, spit it out.
You just did.
I'll look at Samson.
Who could possibly wait, whether the Jedi are pretty much we're in good standing with everyone.
Except the
Samson.
I think I would feel, I would feel that disturbance. Right? I don't think I'm that out of touch.
Hold on.
Yeah, you know the guy that I hang out with all the time. Yeah, he's.
That might not just be blunt, bro. It's like, yeah, that guy. We have reason to believe that my bodyguard, Ezremold, is trying to take out members of the board.
Okay. Why? Why do you think that?
To accelerate my rise to power here.
Well, Samson, I'm glad that you have a goal in mind. But, this is a democratic institution, If you want to run for council chairman, the election season is just coming up. I don't think you need to kill anybody for it. I'm not you, but just seems kind of far-fetched.
The diplomatic and, can I say, Jedi way of thinking, but this is of another thinking.
Mm-hmm.
Power comes fast. It doesn't. They don't. Wait.
I see. Okay. Well, kids, young adults, no.
Thank you.
He's more of a kid than all of them.
He's 6 years old.
Baby.
Okay. So, you guys are tense. Okay, it's coming off you in waves right now, so we should breathe a little bit. Okay. Into the diaphragm, right? Relax a little bit. Do we have any proof of this?
Not so much of this. Well, no.
So correct me if I'm wrong. You said your path to power, we're accelerating, and Zoe, I apologize for this. So Lorne was killed. So I was like, oh, claw over the middle of her gunk droid face. But before that, you're saying that T-Core, the former Darafon representative, was also killed by Azrael?
Yes.
Okay.
But how can that be, though? Because didn't Azramode come to this world with you? After you were sent here to replace the prophet, Tikor?
Igor was not killed on Etone.
Picor was killed on Dracoline.
Oh.
And you all are very wise and intelligent. And, you know, sitting here, I can follow this path very easily, right? And it's not far-fetched, right? I'm with you, okay? But you know, the news report came out about the Festival of the Ancients on Dracoline. How could you prove that? I assumed that Tikor met his end there in the accident.
Samson, you were there, right?
It wasn't an accident. None of it.
Zoe gonks over and peeks her head out of the curtain and closes it extra shut, make sure it's flush with the door.
My immediate reaction was like claptrap falling over, like gone.
And she says, "Oh dear, oh dear. Let's go to the altar. It's further away from the door."
Maybe a good idea. But Samson, you say that it wasn't an accident with some decent amount of conviction.
It's because it was us.
Both of
I
you.
was there, and I was a part of Azramold's plan.
Was?
Was.
So you're not anymore.
It has been hard to line our goals up since we've reached Etone.
No, I'm starting to wish we didn't cut your arm off.
Yes, I mean, from my vision, it seems like that was not the theory. Can I look over? Is it still wrestling against the
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just like tack welded to the tape.
tenacious little one?
You see Thelmy also look back over there and then sort of reach her hand out, and you see one of the belts tighten back down even tighter.
Azramold is sorry.
No, go ahead.
Azramold is a Gindai. I found him on a ship, just like the one we found here. He's a Sith warrior. He's millennia old.
Why are you working with him?
He called to me, and I answered. Released him. I thought I was helping.
Etone lets out a sigh. You were deceived. You assume just coming into your powers, a young mind, easily molded, right?
The elders said I was taking too long. I needed to be further. I needed to be farther. I didn't think it would kill them all.
What happened?
You or me.
I can take it if you want.
I'd love you too.
So, in a long-winded retelling of a very fateful night on Drakoween, a windswept desert planet devoid of much life, where the Drakons reign supreme, these winged, scaled worms that devour and crawl through the dirt and the skies alike, and the same hunt and feed off of things with the Force. And many, many millennia ago, a gift. A comet falls from the sky, and the Tyrell Darafon are born. Their existence is fraught on this planet because many of them are powerful in the ways of the Force. And it takes a great many lessons to learn that the masters of this planet are far, far stronger than anything that they could ever hope to contain. So, as centuries and millennia pass, the Darafon develop a technique. They develop a way to hide from the Drakons in plain sight. They turn off their beacons through the living Force. The Drakons can no longer find them. The toll it takes to keep such a many people is immense, and sacrifices have to be made. The prophets turn to mutilation of the flesh to power their strength. The removal of their tongues and the speakings to of each other pulled away those distractions in which their suppression can go even further and wider, and their populations can flourish. All while the Darafon-class battleship that fell to the sky all those years ago sinks further and further into the ever-shifting sands. There's a story there, but it is not as important as the night of the bicentennial. Every 200 years, the festival of the ancients, the Tyrell Darafon, remember their past and their heritage and what they have overcome and how they can live on this place. And people from all around the galaxy that know about this little backwater show up to celebrate. And whenever more people arrive, the powers that sustain these small tribes of the Darafon must be bolstered. lest the Drakens be awakened and awared and turn to feast. A young Samson, desperate to catch up to his peers, inadequacy deep within him, is in places where he should not be. Only the tongueless can go into the heart of the Darafon, the crashed ship. But he goes anyways. And within there, in a stasis field, is a warrior of immense power, an ancient being that has the answer to all of his questions. And over the weeks and months, Samson starts taking an ease into his powers that have gone away from him for so long. The trials become easy. The things he struggled with, the words of this warrior, the words of this Gendai of Azramode, are a nectar for his wounds and a soothing for his soul, and everything he ever desired, he's on the path to. So it is not strange whenever finally Azramode asks to be freed. The next challenge he cannot help Samson with from here. And of course he doesn't. In the night of the bicentennial, as every Taral Darafon from across the galaxy has returned, and thousands, tens of thousands of celebrators, not just the Darafon, not other outposters from Dracoine, but now from the reaches of the galaxy are here. Azramode's true plan comes to light. He hates these people. They mutinied against his lord and drove them from the battle on Empress Teta and locked him away on the ship. So now, 5,000 years removed from that event, Azramode extracts his revenge. Samson does not have to do much. It's a test of faith. And he doesn't know that Azramode just needs the amplification. Regardless of how strong the tongueless were and the other prophets of the Taral Darafon, the smallest infinitesimal blip that shorted out their suppress was all it took. And dragons from around the world came to feast. Samson and Azramode fled that very night, and their short journey ran exclusively in the days before it took to get to Baccarat. A week, 2 weeks at max. And Samson is in the hold meeting you three for the first time off of an upending, world-shattering event. And now we're here.
So Samson told us all of that.
Correct. Samson, do you cry?
The first time recounting all of it out loud to anyone, because Azramode didn't want to hear that shit. Yes. Absolutely. I, I didn't know.
Oh, my young boy. Zoe grasps your little hand with her little grabber claw. I have said this before, and I will say this again and over and over and over. But the Force forgives you. Do not carry this with you on your soul. Step to make it right. It is clear to me you've already stepped from this path and seek a different one. You have pronounced your sins on the altar to the orthodoxy here this day, and I promise you that the Force will make you whole again, my boy. Master Thelny, locked in this whole time, uncharacteristically serious, listening. How could Azimuth have known that Tikor would return?
It was the Festival of the Ancients. Everyone is in attendance. I don't 100% know how he even knew how to get here. I was only vaguely familiar with the council. Whispers here and there.
It just disturbs me. I've not felt his presence since your arrival.
He has learned how to survive on Dracouline as the rest of us have.
I
He
see.
is
That does make sense.
awfully quiet for his size. He still wants to go to Theta. There is something there. He won't tell me what. But he wants to get there by any means. He wanted us to leave. But I convinced him to stay. This too. This is my fault. And I know now that I must fix it. This just is powerful.
Check real quick.
Jeez. Samson, did you tell Azermode about our expedition to the ship here?
He knew, and he knew about the mass. He was more interested in his own path. He sees me as a tool. If he knows we move against him, then he will do anything.
I know not what he would be looking for on Empress Teta. I know it's the last battle of the Great Hyperspace War. Rumors persist of the Iron Palace, you know, an impenetrable stronghold, but the Tedans have never found it, or no, they or anyone else. And even the planet itself at one point in time was considered myth. The Keldroma epics were, you know, Jedi mythology, longest.
Whatever is there, he is willing to do anything. I only know that for now, I am still a part of his plan. We wanted to go to Theta under the banner of the convocation, hoping they'd allow us greater access.
It may be best to make Lauren's status public.
Yes, we've already informed Kazi Key. I believe the news will be coming from him. We just had to investigate who and why first.
We are going to, regardless what we do next, you all must stay safe in whatever means possible.
The safest thing that
Oh, you good?
the safest thing that I can do is speak to him. He can't know something's wrong.
I agree. Any secrets should probably be brought to light. Anything that he can twist from the shadows should be expunged. And while that may bring about its own consequences, Samson, it may be for the best.
Am I forgetting something about myself?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
She just means with what, not only what you guys have, what you've shared,
Okay.
but Lorne and anything else. She's just saying, hey, if you guys have any secrets between each other, it might be best.
Don't let it stay that way.
Yeah. You will need proof or a damn good reason for Lauren's death being placed on Azramode's shoulders. it will have to stand up in front of a jury, in front of a gathering. But even on that case, if what you've said is true, I doubt he would hang around. So,
May I ask the Master Thelny and Master Zoe, has it ever happened before where an order has no members to have a representative?
they both kind of look at each other, think for a moment. Well, if they don't have a seated member, they can of course still visit, but without a representative, there are no votes. They lose their seat until a representative is picked or is present.
Would that make Null a chair member?
I believe if we cannot prove that Azermode did this to Lorne, I am the next on the chopping block, as it were.
Well, regardless, whether you're next on the chopping block, you have no other Isopter here. Unless your great lens learns of this and sends another, it probably would be more useful to have you alive. So, take care of Lorne. Say give him his burial rites. Have Kazuki make a public announcement today. And Samson, it may fall on you to find out what we can do next.
I think he will tell me. I will find out first.
Very good. Whew. I think the vortex has revealed itself. That gathering energy. You'll need each other now more than ever. Me and Master Zoe will continue investigating the arm. Stay in contact with each other. Nay, go back to the table where the arm is. Giving you guys free reign.
Holy shit.
Does anyone else have any crazy secrets that they'd like to unearth? I've tried to learn the Omnibox. I'll just come out and say it. I always wanted to learn the Omnibox, but I've only got one working hand that can do it, and it's kind of been a bit of embarrassment. I feel better.
Well, as you guys depart from the Orthodoxy Temple, the chapter house, perhaps unclear what comes next. That's where we'll end off for this week.
Excellent.
And before you go, my good friends, go ahead and take a delicious 15 XP. It's the easy.
Hell yeah.
Perfect.
Update
All
your
right.
total.
And great viewers, thank you so much for turning in and tuning in even better. Okay? Make sure you check back. Things are just heating up. 80 more episodes to go. What the hell? We'll see you next time.